Yerski, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy No Return MG back here with another banger for you guys today. And it seems like you guys really did like the tips and tricks videos. I know it helped a lot of you guys from what y'all told me. So I say, you know what, why not do another one specifically towards offense and towards the defense. Today we're going to be talking about offensive tips and tips. I ain't saying it again, bro. That y'all boys should know and should incorporate into y'all game, into NBA 2K25 Myteam. Before I do get a video, make sure y'all boys like and subscribe. If I help you out in any sort of way, man, do me a favor, bro. Hit that subscribe button, bro. I'm giving y'all boys quality content, try to help out the people, bro. So make sure y'all boys tap in. I also do want to give a shout out to my boy Brento for commenting Yerski on the last video. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, make sure y'all boys comment Yerski down below in the comments. Pause the video, comment Yerski down below, and who knows, maybe I can shout you out in the next video. Last but not least, best my team Discord. Almost 1,400 people in my Discord, bro. Make sure y'all boys tap in, man. There's a lot of different things that I think can really can help you offensively. So we're gonna go step by step. We're gonna start out with number one. We're gonna do our settings. People do not do their settings, and it's the biggest, probably the most important thing. It's probably why it's number one. Your spacing really matters, bro. You need to have spacing on the court when you play offense. Point blank, period. Now, in terms of spacing, now how you're gonna do that? Once again, if you go into coaching settings and you change these settings, they automatically change. So there'll be like these settings every single game. So you're gonna go to coach game plan offensive, and now this is where you're gonna put your freelance. For your freelance, as you can see, I have the 5 out freelance. I highly suggest you go 5 out freelance. That's what you're gonna do. 5 out. Now you're gonna have the comp freelance as another one. I think these are the two best ones to use. 5 out and comp freelance. Now I'm gonna show you boys the differences in terms if you don't use a freelance and when you do use a freelance, and why it's super important, why you need to put this freelance on. Now in terms of the freelance is basically going to tell your players where they should stand. The problem with the base freelance is right here. Wilt Chamberlain just stands in the paint. So let's say I blow past my mans, like I can't dish out because Wilt Chamberlain just like not in the place. Like he's gonna be right here, but like there's always gonna be somebody in the middle of the paint. It's just messing up the flow. If I try to drive, it's just not working out, bro. Especially when you play like people online, it's not gonna go well because they can easily rotate because the person's in the paint. We need to have spacing. Spacing's the single most important thing on offense, man. Now, in order to change this, we're going to do an easy fix. So it's going to be right on D-pad. As y'all can see, you see freelance R1. Then we're going to put 5 out. Now, when we do a 5 out, if it works, all right, now people are all going to be spread out. So when I drive, I could go kick out, I could get a 3 ball. It's so much easier. It's so much better. So once again, freelance, 5 out, boom, we're gonna have the 5 out. I don't know why he's out there setting screens, but whatever. If you want a more space, you can go with the comp 5 out. Comp 5 out is the 2 wingmen are gonna just spread out a little bit more, so that's the only difference. And then 5 out is just in. So if you want to go comp, it's a little bit out more for the wing guys. It's really up to you. If you do comp, people aren't going to move as much in the comp freelance. Like people are really just gonna stay wherever they are at. So if you want like more predictability in terms of people not moving, I suggest comp. The thing with comp is people are a little bit farther out on the hashes. So let's say if you're not comfortable shooting as much and you do comp, like I'm not gonna lie, you want the green from pretty far on the hash, bro, because this is where they're standing right now. So that's where they're catching it. So if you can't green that consistently or you're not comfortable with that, I highly suggest you go 5 out instead. They're gonna move in a little bit. It's just an easier shot than the last one right there. So that's it on spacing, bro. As long as you do the spacing in the first tab, which I showed you guys, you'll be able to do that pretty simply. Now for tip number 2 is going to be pick and rolls. If you guys don't know, you have a lot of abilities in terms of pick and rolls. So in order to call a pick and roll, all you have to press is L1 on the D-pad and they're gonna come. It's always going to manually roll. So you press L1, he's going to roll to the rim right there. But you have control over if you want them to roll or you want them to pop. If you always press L1 though, they're always going to roll. As you can see at the top of the head, it's going to show you what they're doing. So it shows you roll, but you can't change it. So if you guys don't know the difference, I feel like you should know the difference, but I can't assume everybody does. In terms of the differences, a pick and roll, if you do a pick and roll, they're going to roll to the rim, which means they're going to run to the rim. If you do a pop, they're going to pop out to the 3. I feel like y'all should know that if you watch basketball, but some people don't. So if you want to out call for a pop, once again, it's going to be L1. You're going to press R1 and make him fade. So let's say he's fading to the rim. He's going to fade. Same thing. Boom. Do a fade. Now he's going to fade to the 3 ball. Get an open 3. There you go, man. When you do L1, it's always going to be either your power forward setting a screen or your center setting a screen. It's going to be one of the people. Whoever is closest to you is going to be that person who's going to be setting the screen. So if the power forward is closest, the power forward is going to set it. Like right now, the closest to it is going to be Tim Duncan. So Tim Duncan is going to come up at 71. But if I run over here and I'm near Will, Will's going to be the person that set me one. I got him for rolling. Don't change it. He's going to roll to the rim. Now, even though that is the case, what I highly suggest, and one of the biggest advantages that people use in terms of competitive settings, is they don't just do pick and rolls with the power forwards or the centers. You could do pick and rolls with whoever. Every single person on the court can set a pick. Every single person. I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. So it's going to be the same. It's not going to be the same thing. I'm lying. So what we're going to do, once again, I have it all up so you guys see my gamepad. So you press L1, it shows every single person. So instead of holding L1, like right here, if you want to pick, you hold L1, he's going to go for it. Boom, he's going to come up. Now, if you want to select who you want to set the screen, you're going to tap L1. Whoever's icon you want to use to set the screen is going to be a person. So right now, it's going to be Josh Smith. Josh Smith is going to set the screen. So you're going to tap L1, whoever person you want him to set the screen. You're going to hold their icon, and then it's the same thing. If you want them to fade, you're going to press R1. If you want them to roll, you leave it. I'll show you guys again, once again, because I know it probably went fast, so you guys can't see it. So once again, I'll sit here and show you guys again. It's going to be tap L1. Let's say I want Tracy McGrady, his icon circle. We're going to hold circle, and it's always going to be roll. Once again, if you want to change it, press R1. It's going to fade, bang. But this is really good in comp because you could really decide whoever you want to press a pick and roll. So you see how people just, boom, set another pick and roll. Bang, push him. But another pick and roll. Like, you can always select who you want to press to do that pick and roll. A big reason of why this is important is because there's going to be times on the court when you're opposing the people who you're playing against, I should say, they have like a bad defender. So you see in NBA, people put the bad defender in the pick and roll. It's the same thing with 2K. If they have like, I'm trying to think of a person. Let's say they have a tall lineup, 2 through 5, and then their point guard is Trae Young. I want to get Trae Young in the pick and roll. I'm not gonna lie. So right now, like, let's say like Josh Smith has a weak defender. So I'm going to press R1, get him in the pick and roll. And then I want to abuse that defender and try to get a switch or like get him into action because I know he's a bad defender, you know? So obviously the big man pick and roll is probably going to be the most effective because, I mean, they're big men. They're supposed to set the biggest and strongest screens. But you can use that in order to get mismatches, especially when you have tall lineups. Like, it's going to really be beneficial. Or if you have a shooter, example, like if you have Kyle Korver, you know, who's a really good shooter. You guys know he has a glitchy jump shot. Use that to your advantage. Put him in the pick and roll, make him a screener, and make him pop. Because if you leave any space for Kyle Korver, you know he's going to green. Certain people, or Jason Kidd, another example, he has a really good jump shot. So you put him in the pick and roll and you make him fade to the 3. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be very hard to guard that. Plain and simple, because his jump shot, he has Patty Mills base. It's gonna be really good. So use the pick and rolls to your advantage, but also switch it up, man. Like put some smaller people in the pick and roll. Boom, I'm gonna put him in the pick and roll. Bang, put him in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, abuse it, man. Definitely try to abuse it if you definitely can. Another thing that I didn't talk about, you can change what side the screen is on. So right here, it's on the right side. If I want on the other side, press L3. Bang, it's gonna do that. All the directions are up top. So right here, he has a right side. You can switch it to the other side. All the directions are up top. So just take your time, read them, and get used to it. The last thing is to slip a pick and roll. Sometimes you can have people slip the pick and roll. So like we said, we have L1 to make them call for a pick and roll. So if you press L1, hold it, and then when you come up, tap L1, he'll roll to the rim. He'll slip the screen. So you see that a lot of times too. He'll come up, L1, slip the screen. Boom, T-Mac, come up, bang, slip the screen. That's another thing that's also very helpful. So hold L1, tap L1 when he's right there, he'll slip the screen. So that's a couple ways that you can work the pick and roll. And once you switch it up with your opponent, you're gonna have them off balance, you're gonna have them off guard, and there's a lot of things you could get out of the pick and roll. You could roll, you could pop, you could slip, there's a lot of different ways. So definitely use the pick and roll to your advantage if you can. Now, number 3, this is going to be for the dribbling. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all boys. I'm not the best dribbler in the world. I'm not. I'll be 100% honest with you. But dribbling is super, super important. And you have to have a couple of moves bare minimum to get yourselves open. Now, before we do get into that, right, we need to go into the settings and do something. If you do not have this off, you're messing yourself up, bro. Passive dribble hand switches, turn this off. This has to be turned off. Basically, if you have it on, your player is just gonna dribble left, right. I'll show you guys right now, because I know y'all probably don't even understand what I'm saying, but I'll show y'all right now what I do mean by that, bro. So you see right here, like, you'll stand and they'll just literally like sit here and just dribble the ball. This is just asking to get it plucked. This is just asking to get it plucked, like, plain and simple. So you'll do a move and you'll literally just stop, and then all of a sudden he'll just start dribbling like that. That's not good, bro. So turn that off if y'all can, bro. Once again, go to the controller settings, go to whatever icon it is supposed to be, passive dribble hand switches, turn that off, bro. That's not good. Now let's get into the dribbling, man. I'm not gonna lie, once again, I'm not the best dribbler in the world. I'm not dribbling. I'll be honest with you, I'm not dribbling. But in terms of your scorers, you need to learn how to dribble, bro. Plain and simple. Like, you got to learn somewhat how to dribble. Let's use Tim Duncan, for example, and use some of the best moves, that the bare minimum simplest moves, bro. The thing about dribbling is most people don't have a good burst because their dribble style. Timmy D does have a really good burst, so he's one of those people that have a good burst. So, like, if you're using Timmy D, you can look what I'm doing. Just literally flick, drive. So it's literally, you're gonna flick it to the right hand, boom. That's the first thing. Just get used to that. Flick to the left, flick. So if it's in your right hand, you want to go to the left, flick to your left, flick, boom, flick right, boom, flick left, boom, flick right, boom, flick left, boom. Just get used to doing that. I like to do these things step by step. These practice arenas are really beneficial for you, so use them to your advantage. Like, get in here, put the reps in, bro. You think Kobe became Kobe overnight? Nah, gang. He put the reps in, feel me? So boom, it's a little simple tutorial. So now we're gonna do the second one. Bang, boom, speed burst, bang, speed burst, bang, speed burst. Just get used to doing this. Get used to doing this. And once again, not everybody's gonna have this beautiful burst. Tim Duncan has Darius Garland escape, and that's really the only escape that has a really good burst. As we get later in the year, you'll see more and more people have Garland escape, but not a lot of people do have it at the moment. So after we do the switch, right, whatever way we're going, so let's say we're going left hand, we're gonna hold our left stick to the left and hold trigger. All of these moves, for the most part, you're gonna be holding the right trigger, so get used to doing that. So it's gonna be boom, left trigger, go, boom, left trigger, go, boom, left trigger, go, boom, get left trigger, go. So it's pretty simple, man. It's pretty simple, but the more you do it, that's how you get into it. So this is the speed boost. As you guys can see, this is very beneficial. Just get used to doing this. Get used to doing it. Now off of the speed, there's other things you can use off of here. Another thing I like to use is a drag back. Once again, oh my god, I'm not even doing it right. Right, it's gonna be right trigger again, pull the right stick down. So it's gonna be hold it down, boom. That's gonna be a drag back. Just flick, just flick, just flick. So R2, once again, right stick, just flick it. If you want to keep on doing it, you're gonna have to wait until the whole animation is done, but you could just see it's just R2 flick, R2 flick, R2 flick. Now another move that you could do is behind the back. So once again, it's gonna be R2 diagonal. It's gonna be this way. So it's gonna be whatever clock this is. Instead of going straight down like the drag back, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be this way, as you guys can see. So boom. So R2. Boom. So you're kind of getting it, man. You're kind of getting it. So the thing about some people's cross or some people's behind that back is you can only do it out of something explosive. So let's say you drag back, boom, you can flick out that. So that's just like a little drag, 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? 4 o'clock. I don't know what o'clock that is, bro, but that's another great move. Not everybody does have that behind the back, so there's certain people you can't use it. Another thing that you see a lot of people do is crabbing. So basically it's like a hesitation. It's a long hezi. long hezzy. So once again, this is R2 again, and it's gonna be straight left or straight right. So once again, if the ball's in your left hand, you're gonna go straight right. You can just boom. Not everybody has a good hesitation though. Like, you'll go through and you'll see like some people's hesitations, it's still good, but it's just not as good. Actually, Josh Smith is pretty solid. I'm trying to think of somebody who has a bad hezzy. My team is just so good that it's hard to like it's hard to get a player. Let's look at Kawhi's hezzy. Some people's hezzy is just, it's way more like, it's way more like you're getting just way more space off of it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you look at LaMelo's hezzy, like he has that. I think this is a Steph. Is this a Steph one? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a little heavy though. That's how you crab people. It's just, those moves are all good. You just have to learn how to combo all of those ones up, man. So I think those are all really the main basic moves. I like to say the drag back is really good. It's really good one. It's really good one. Another one I really want to teach you guys, and that's helped me a lot. I'm trying to get a player that just doesn't move like that. Like, I'm trying to think, man. I'm sorry, I'm really not the best dribbler, but I want to give you a couple basic dribble moves. Kawhi, for example, right? Kawhi, if you look at him, I try to do the burst, the same burst. You see how slow it is. It's not slow. So to like go left and right, it's just so slow. So a way that I found that helps me a lot in terms of getting a better burst, it's not really a burst, it's just what helps me is I do like a side, like a cross, some type of crossover. So basically, it's like that. It's like that. Is something that I like to do. So basically what I'll do is, like, let's say I have it in one hand, so I'll like cross it for a second and I do a low cross. But you see how like that second little burst I get out of there, I just like it. Like, I think it looks better than like this little side thing. Like, I don't know what this is. It's like this little hitch. I don't like it. So I get the little boom, and it's just so much faster. It's so much faster. So basically, I usually do it off of like a snatch. So like, once again, I'll do like R2 snatch back, and then we're gonna hold both of these sticks to whatever way we're going. So let's say we're snatching back and we're going to the right side. So snatch, hold it, both, boom. But you have to wait until the ball hits his hand. So don't rush it, because if you rush it, like if you do it too fast sometimes, like you just won't get the animation to trigger. So like, boom, get into it, bang. Kawhi is like, he has bad dribble moves, so it's not gonna look good on him, point blank period. But if you do it with other people, like, it's gonna look a little bit better. But like, yeah, you see, like if you do it right there too fast, you get like a weird animation sometimes. Like, yeah, like that. So like, you kind of gotta time it. Boom, you get that one. Another one you get is like, if these are like park moves too, so you could do a little park move, bang, go to the side. Like, there's a lot of moves you can really do. I didn't really explain the dribble moves that well, but like, honestly, if you're in terms of like 5v5, you honestly shouldn't really be using that many dribble moves, bro. I think the only ones you really should be using is like the drag back, the behind the back one. So boom, this one is a really good one. Not everybody has a good one, but that's a really good one. And then like the hesitation, that's the only moves I really be using, bro, honestly, because you can crab people off of that. Those are only the three. If you can master those three moves and get good with those three moves, like, you'll be solid, bro. Also the speed burst. The speed burst is a really good thing to use. Also low-key, low-key, nah, that move don't even really work too, bro. Like, honestly, those are the three moves that I would highly suggest to get into. If you learn those three moves, master those three moves, they're pretty solid. Let me know if y'all want a dribble tutorial though, in terms of like more in depth, because I'll actually go through each move and how to do them. Some moves are more so like 5v5. Like, those three moves, all you need is 5v5. If you're playing park, you can really get into a lot more, personally. But like I said, I'm not the best dribbler, so I can't even give y'all that much. But incorporate those three moves, because a lot of y'all boys don't know how to dribble and don't know how to do it. Incorporate those three moves, learn how to do them, bro. You'll get way better. For the last two, they're kind of hand in hand, so just work with me, bro. They're basically 4 and 5, but they work with each other, bro, basically. So it has to do with shooting. So once again, if these are not your shooting settings, I don't know what you're doing. if you're not playing on high risk, bro, you're doing yourself a disservice. I know high risk can be intimidating or whatever, bro. Get on high risk, bro. Stop being PUSSY, bro. Hop on high risk. Play with the real men. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Layup timing, I like to do normal. If you do low risk, okay, but like I would just probably do normal. I think normal's the best one, my opinion. The release shot cue, it's really up to you what you want to use. I highly suggest release. I think release is the best one, in my opinion, especially because jump shots are only going to get faster, so it's gonna be way easier in order to use like release or like a push. Some people use set point. I'm just not a fan. I like to use release. I know it's weird, but like I'm a release type of person, bro. Point blank, period. So, bro, number 4 is going to be how to quick stop. If you guys don't know how to quick stopping is basically stopping on a dime and shooting the ball. So basically, a lot of people struggle with it. Might be a fast break, right? You're running here, and then you can't stop. Like, it's hard. You might get like a fade because you can't stop. Like, you can't like fully stop your player. So you like try to stop, but like he's still moving, and then you'll get like a fade. I know that happens to a lot of people a lot because they can't stop on a dime. So a quick stop is basically how you're going to be able to stop on a dime and shoot, and to be able to get like a set shot so you're not moving and you can just pull the rock, bro. So basically how you're going to do it is you're going to flick to your right. There's honestly every way you could flick. I personally like to do it like this. So let's say I'm going to my left side. I flick the right stick to my right for a second. He'll get that little slow load up, and then you'll boom, go right into your shot, basically. So as y'all can see, flick, you're gonna flick it whatever way you're doing. You're gonna flick it real quick and then shoot, flick it real quick and then shoot. So this is incorporated with number 5 because number 5 is rhythm shooting. Rhythm shooting incorporates your quick stopping because you have to quick stop and then go into rhythm shooting, and that's all on the right stick. So y'all see what I'm doing? Like I'm flicking, I'm going right into it. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're not used to like rhythm shooting or like quick stopping, it's difficult. But in terms of like quick stopping, you need to learn how to quick stop. If you're not quick stopping, you're doing yourself a disservice because a lot of people know how to quick stop and stop on a dime. Being able to stop on a dime is just super valuable because you could really shoot wherever, whenever, and get the shot up, man. Point blank, period. So like I said, if I'm going to the left side, I like to flick to the right and then go with it. You can flick other ways too. So if you're going to the left, you can flick to the left too. You could flick up, like you going here, you could go flick up. You could flick any direction you really want to, honestly. I just more comfortable, like I'm flicking, like I'm saying I'm flicking up, but sometimes I might get like a weird animation. So like, but you can really flick whatever way you want, whatever way is most comfortable. I just feel like if I'm going left side, I like to, if I'm going right side, I like to flick left. If I'm going left side, I like to flick right. It's really up to you, bro. Next up, number 5 though, rhythm shooting, man. Rhythm shooting is with the right stick. I'm telling y'all, if you guys are not rhythm shooting in 2K, you're gonna be worse than every other person playing because everybody rhythm shoots. Plain and simple. I know a lot of people are stuck on shooting with the square button, and I understand why, because every single year it's been the square button. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was the same way. I was like, bro, I'm not shooting with square. It took until about October-ish when I was like, I need to rhythm shoot. I played a game of King of the Court. Some people, if you watch the stream, you're a real OG. You watch me play King of the Court. Some guy had Diamond Chris Paul, bro. Diamond Chris Paul, and he made every single smothered shot possible. Every single smothered shot. I finally got back into the game. I had to get one stop. He made a tightly covered with Chris Paul. All rhythm shooting. After that, I was like, I need to learn how to rhythm shoot because it's the most valuable thing in the game. So once again, I like, stop being stingy. I'm telling you, bro, if you don't know how to rhythm shoot, you need to force yourself to learn how to rhythm shoot. It's already about to be May. It's about to be May, bro. Rhythm shoot. You need to learn how to rhythm shoot, bro. You need to get into it, man. Point blank, period. Now, for rhythm shooting is different for every single player that you're going to use. I don't think no two players have the same rhythm. You might have similar rhythms, but like it's not really. Everybody's different. Let me use like SGA for example. Now for rhythm shooting, the thing about rhythm shooting, my opinion, the thing that helped me the most, the way I learned it myself is I went into triple threat park. I played ones and I like rhythm shot the whole time. Like you force yourself to rhythm shoot and like ones, and then you're gonna get way better and more consistent because you're getting the flow of it. It's really like a comfort thing. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. But it's super valuable because you could hit any type of shot. Honestly, I've hit the craziest shots with rhythm shooting, bro. Now rhythm shooting is basically it goes over two things. It goes off your push timing, which is basically how fast you push up. So you're gonna get the ball. When you get the ball, you have to pull down to obviously get the ball, right? pull down to get the ball, and then to go into your shooting motion, you gotta pull down, right? And then you have to time it, boom, and then flicking up. So you're gonna hold it down, and then you have to time the push up. So this is gonna be the push timing, and there's gonna be a release timing. It's going to be like when you like flick it up, like you actually flick it up, that's going to be your release timer. So that's what it goes off of the two things. Now I will say my opinion, the way I learned it got me better. Focus more so on the release than everything else. So like if you could get the push timing down, that's way more beneficial than the other timing, in my opinion. So once again, you're gonna flick down and then push up. Once again, I think the release is more valuable than like the push timing. Obviously you have to green both, but usually even if the release feels off, if I get like the push time, not the push time, if I get the release right, which is like flicking up, I usually green most times, honestly, in my opinion. So that's why I like this personally. Boom, boom, boom. See, push timing is late, but I can always fix the push timing. So if I'm push timing is wrong, I'm like, all right, I'm shooting that too fast. I have to slow it down. So basically, if you ever get like the tempo is too fast, like just slow it down a little bit and flick it up a little bit slower. Just take a little bit more time. But it's really good, man. I think the faster jump shots are easier to green consistently because they are so fast. So you're not really gonna like be pushing. You're not really gonna have to hold it for too long. For example, like I'm trying to think of one person I have on my team that has a slow jump shot. Nobody on my, probably like Chet. Like example, if you use Chet, like Chet's jump shot is a little bit slower. So I have to wait for the load up and go through the whole motion, but I'm gonna have to hold down a little bit longer than I am with like a SGA. Like SGA is like a really like a flick, but like his jump shot is like definitely slower. So it's gonna take a little bit more time than like a SGA. So like you guys are seeing like on there like how slow it kind of is compared to like another person. So if I go to even like Josh Smith, like his is just like, you see how fast it is. Like I'm getting it up, bro. I'm getting it up. So the faster jump shots are really easy because once again, if you focus more so on like the top part, which is like the release, the push timing, which is basically like how fast, like when you release at the point, if you focus more so on that, I feel like that's just better. I feel like I green more often when I focus on that more than everything. But once again, it's just like a practice thing. It's just more practice you get, the better you will get. And you get to get used to people's rhythm or tempo. Like once you get used to the people's tempo, you play with them more, you'll see like, all right, I see his tempo. That's why I kind of like Josh. I'm in love with Josh Smith, honestly, no Diddy, because like his tempo is just so fast. So I know I'm not gonna miss many shots because look how fast it is. Like I'm getting it up compared to like a boy like a Chet. Like Chet's jumper is gonna take a little minute to load up. Like it's still somewhat fast, but like you got to be open to hit this joint. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. So that's why I have 4 and 5 combined, because once you do learn how to quick stop, you can kind of just like quick stop into the rhythm shooting, which is really nice. Once again, some people's jump shots gonna be way faster. So if I do like Josh Smith, you gonna get that bit up. Like that's late because I already know it's late. That's how fast it is. But you see how fast you could just stop on a dime. Like you could just run over here, stop on a dime, get it up. Like you could really get up jump shots way faster. So I highly suggest learning how to combo these two together. Quick stop, and it's gonna take practice. It's not gonna be like an overnight thing. Like it's gonna take you a little bit to learn, but quick stopping into the rhythm shot, it's really good. I know a lot of people are gonna quick stop into the square. You can do that if you want, but like I said, bro, I think you're just doing yourself a huge disservice, man. You're doing yourself an absolute huge disservice. But really learn how to rhythm shoot, because rhythm shooting is like the gap in terms of like a decent player to a really good player. Is like rhythm shooting. So if you're using square, you're automatically going to be a worse player from using square, bro. 2K Labs literally did like a whatever they call it. They did like a test on it. It's like 70% higher green window using the rhythm shooting. Like 70% is like huge. So that's why you kind of gotta rhythm shoot if you're not rhythm shooting, man. I'm not gonna lie, y'all boys need to get into it, bro. But those are the 5 tips I had. I feel like I ranted a lot, but I feel like these can definitely help you guys if you guys are just starting my team or want to get better in terms of my team. Let me know if you guys want more of these. I could definitely do a defensive one. I could definitely do a dribble tutorial. I know my dribbling explanation probably wasn't the best, I'll be honest with you, bro. But I could really go in depth with each move and how to combo them all together. Park is fun because Park, you could do more moves because there's more space, but fives, you're kind of restricting what you could do somewhat, bro. So let me know what y'all boys think in the comments about the video, bro. Let me know if I did help you. If I did help you in any sort of way, bro, make sure y'all boys hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all boys like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all boys. I'll see y'all in the next video, man.